We are friends, digging each other, taking time to talk it over.
Boom. Hey guys, welcome back to the Lions Den Podcast, episode number 91.
Yeah, 91.
I did it. Please continue to rate and review on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star rating and a review, and we'll read it. Also, you can see us on YouTube, where you're looking at us now at the Lions Den with Brent Morin and Jason Collings. Make sure you hit that notification bell.
Ding.
So you know what's coming at you. And of course, as always, for our loyal Patreon members, patreon.com/lionsdenpod for all your members-only content, sure to get us canceled.
Can't wait till it actually does.
I know, right? Speaking of that,
And they're like, man, those
got
guys
canceled.
are really good. Who got canceled now?
Trump got canceled.
Oh, he's canceled. That's right. He can't be on anything, right?
Can't be on anything. He got booted off everything. He got booted off of Twitter, YouTube. His bank doesn't want to do business with him anymore. Yeah. That new, how hilarious is that? That new, I don't know how new it is, but that social media site for those that they were all on called Parler.
Oh,
Parler got canceled. Nobody, like, it was hosted by I think Amazon's was hosting it, and they got rid of it. Google App Store got rid of it. Apple Podcasts got rid of it. Like, they literally took this guy's microphone away from him.
he can't go to Rite Aid. He can't go to
Nothing. He can't even, you know what? He technically can't even go home because he's decided he wants to live at Mar-a-Lago in Florida.
Yeah.
Well, back when he turned Mar-a-Lago into a resort, I'm not sure if we talked about this or not.
No.
Back in the day, when he turned Mar-a-Lago into a resort, there's an ordinance there that he cannot, it's not zoned or technically a permanent residence. So he can't legally stay there. He's literally got nowhere to go. New York, all of his shit in New York, like the ice skating rink and all that stuff, they're all severing ties.
The ice skating rink.
Yeah, he's getting fucked.
He can't even do a joy skate.
Right. He can't even have a joy skate to celebrate his retirement.
Now that's canceled. If you're thinking about canceled, imagine if you got canceled and it's like, I can't go to Urban Outfitters or something. They just don't let you in. You can't even go to the movies by yourself.
No,
just like, sir, fuck.
You know that
I just want to see a movie.
He's literally the most famous person in the world right now.
Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy. And he can't,
Oh.
I mean, imagine being impeached twice.
He can go to Russia.
He probably could. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he did something like that. But apparently he announced, he's like, I don't care what you guys say about the rules down there in Mar-a-Lago. That's where I'm fucking living. But
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Wow. I don't give a shit what you guys are saying.
All of his followers are like, yo, you're taking away his First Amendment right. And I'm like, dude, you guys are so fucking dumb, because I didn't go to law school. I didn't go to school. I mean, I barely made it out of high school. I went to college for music.
Yeah.
Didn't finish.
Yeah.
But people were talking about this First Amendment right thing, and I'm like, let's look into this. And I went and I read the First Amendment, and it's so fucking plain and simple. He's not protected by it. In other words, there are parts of the amendment, like clauses, I guess. And if you go into the free speech version of it, one of the first things it says, and this is the wording, the verbiage they used, fighting words are not protected by are not protected by the First Amendment. And you know, when you got Giuliani saying, let's go win this thing by combat,
Yeah.
fucking moron.
Which is
they're looking to disbar him, by the way, too.
2 tickets to Wonder Woman 84.
Right.
I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry.
You and Giuliani you're not invited to the AMC.
Dude, picture them going to the movies together. No, sorry.
Trying to go, well, I have HBO Max. Sorry, dude, we can't have HBO Max.
2 tickets for Borat.
I should get free tickets for Borat. I was in the movie. I was in the fucking movie.
Yeah. Just 2 friends who can't do shit.
Right. And
Like,
then
she blocked me.
that is not protected.
That's hilarious.
Another thing that's not protected by the First Amendment, advocating illegal or illicit behavior or acts, which is what he did in his speech by telling everybody to march down there and take over the Capitol. How fucking hilarious is that? To think, first of all, I love that it's the insurrection. That sounds like a movie with Gerard
Insurrection.
Butler or some shit.
Yeah, that the
You know what I mean?
insurrection. Yeah,
The insurrection coming.
it's just some
This-
plasma shot.
Yeah, right. But yeah, that and to think that all those guys dressed as fucking billy goats or whatever they were dressed as
Billy goats.
can go down there and just, we're gonna change everything. Woo, doggies. You know what I mean?
Ooh, doggy.
It is hilarious. The goat guy, the one with the horns and the painted face. By the way, that pussy, he is vegan,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he is starving himself in jail right now because he can only eat. He demands an all organic diet. And his mom contacted them and said he only eats organic food, and he can't survive on anything other than that, which, by the way, is bullshit. And you know who's proof of that's bullshit is Donald Trump, because he survives on chicken McNuggets.
That's funny. I just
Yeah, I
love
thought-
that. That's an
I've been
SNL
watching-
sketch, not being able
I've
to
been-
go anywhere.
Yeah, right. I'm picturing them in disguise.
Oh yeah,
disguising
yeah, yeah.
themselves, but
Yeah.
the disguises they show up as those guys that were at the rally with the horns. And
Yeah.
I saw this disguise on TV. God damn it, Donald.
Donald,
Oh man.
what the hell? We said wear a blue tie and don't wear the horns. I
You know
love
what
it.
I
He tries to
also
wear a
heard?
hoodie. Just like a cool
You want to
kid.
hear next level shitty?
Mm.
So I saw an article where we as taxpayers, by the way, are paying for this $5,000 a month, I think is what it is. And we're paying for a studio apartment across the street from Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner. You want to know why we're paying for that? Because they won't let their Secret Service officers, by the way, the people that are there to protect their lives,
Yeah.
they won't let them use their restrooms. They have
That's so funny. to
7
me.
bathrooms or some shit.
Yeah.
And they literally won't let their guys that are there to protect their lives come in and use the
Bathroom?
they won't let. Can we do
You
it?
go there to game. Just
You know, imagine you're like, I've been out here guarding your life all night. I gotta piss so bad. Can I use one of your restrooms? You literally have 7.5 baths.
yeah.
No, sorry. Use a porta potty. Fuck you.
No.
So they were
No.
apparently they might have been using porta potties, but it's disgusting.
Yeah.
What they landed on, what their solution was, is they got a studio like apartment across the street just so they can have a bathroom to use.
I mean, if that isn't a failed sitcom
Right.
multicam, just
Mhm.
Secret Service guys.
Yep.
We live in a studio apartment and take care of the president's kids.
And their
You
Secret
know?
Service numbers are, I'm agent number 1, I'm agent
Yeah.
number 2.
Are you done in there yet? Come on, I gotta hurry back. Wait a second, James. Just laughing. I got a
And
date
Ivanka
tonight.
walks in. Are you guys trying to use the restroom again? And the crowd,
Oh, what are you doing in here?
I can
Oh,
see-
quiet young child.
Brent, I could see the poster that Ivanka and Kushner back to back like this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
on either side of them is a Secret Service agent. One's holding his nuts and the other one's holding his butt.
Hold his asshole.
Yep.
There's your sitcom right there. Make that poster.
Right? When you gotta go with no place to go.
Yeah. Oh, protect in service.
It writes
Coming this
itself.
fall. Oh my God,
Fucking
that's
writes itself.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's the shit I've been doing all fucking.
Oh, that was your morning.
last few days. This was my morning.
Oh,
New murder show. New murder show. I
What?
binged it in one night.
What
Night
is it?
Stalker. The Night Stalker.
What is that? What is it on?
About there was a serial killer in the 80s named Richard Ramirez.
Oh, I
This guy
love
was
serial
fucking
killers.
famous as shit. And he was based mostly in Los Angeles. And they called him the Night Stalker. This dude was brutal. I mean, I remember as a kid in 85, you were terrified. You made sure your windows and doors were locked because this guy was coming in people's houses and just killing them. And he ended up becoming famous because when they caught him, he had groupies, like beautiful, like girls
Oh,
would
yeah.
go to the courthouse to watch him. And he would do this thing where he would pose like this and he had a pentagram tattooed on his hand. And he was
Oh,
a
yeah.
Satan worshiper. And at the end of one of his hearings, he looked at the camera and went, "Hail Satan," before they walked him out. Dude was crazy.
Was he attractive?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind
looking
of
Latino guy.
I mean, that's not cool. It's
He had
a insensitive
rotten-
thing to say.
Yeah, he had really rotten teeth. His teeth
Yeah.
were fucked up, but he had like model looks, like the cheekbones and like kind of odd looking. You
Yeah.
know, certain models are like real, they're hot, but they're ugly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ugly
There's
hot.
quite a few. Yeah.
Right. That's what he had going on. And he was, I mean, one of the people that were recounting it, I feel bad because as a comedian, you hear this stuff and you just laugh and you
Yeah.
shouldn't laugh.
Uh-huh.
He was like, yeah, one of his victims, because a lot of his victims lived. Like there were people that survived him, but he was all over the place. You know how like serial killers have patterns?
Yeah.
And they're called the something killer because that's the fucking thing that they do.
Yeah.
Everything was different. The age range was different. The way he killed them was different. Nothing was the same. And like one of the victims was a 6-year-old girl that he had just kidnapped. He kidnapped this girl, you know, did shit with her and then let her go. So it was really inconsistent. Like he wasn't,
Wow.
yeah, it was bizarre. But the way they found him is that he had bought and wore these rare Avia sneakers. Remember that name brand, Avia, AVIA?
I think so.
Yep. And they found the fucking sneaker pattern at every scene.
So
And
he's
that's
fashionable.
right. He was fashionable and consistent with his fashion. But one of the women, so fucked up that I laughed, recounting what happened when she survived, is that he was telling her, don't look at me, don't look at me. And she said, I swear to God, I won't look at you. And he slapped her and said, swear to Satan.
Swear to Satan.
I swear to God,
Jesus.
I swear to Satan, I swear to Satan.
Swear to Satan. That's swear.
And she said it to live. I swear to Satan, I won't say anything. But yeah, this
And it's
is
called The Night Stalker
called Night Stalker, dude. And it's
on
a
Netflix.
lot. Yep. Netflix,
Nice.
Night Stalker. I think there's only like 6 episodes or something, but it's crazy. And you know, it talks about the 80s in Los Angeles and how 1984 was like the best year for LA forever because
Yeah.
crime was down and like people were making money. We had the Olympics here. And then this guy said, you know what? Fuck yo Olympics. I'm gonna go kill some motherfuckers. And then, but dude, the way they caught him, they found out who he was and they put his picture in the paper. And he couldn't go anywhere because back then, you know, it wasn't like with social media and all this stuff. People read the paper. I don't know if you know how to read. Will, do you know how to read?
It's
You
coming.
don't really have to. You don't really have to.
Yeah.
I totally get it. But he's on the bus and he looks over and his kid's staring at him and looks down at his newspaper and everybody starts recognizing him. So he's like
He got
running
on the bus.
he gets off the bus. He runs across the freeway downtown LA and runs into a neighborhood and everybody in the neighborhood recognizes him and they fucking jump him. And this dude in the fucking neighborhood just beats the hell out of him with a lead pipe. So like the footage that you see of him arrested, people always wondered what happened. Is that the big famous picture of this guy was him sitting in the back of the police car with a bandage around his head. It's because this fucking neighborhood saw him and like, dude, one guy in Spanish was like, yeah, it looks like you came into the wrong neighborhood. But you have to understand these people were tired. They were terrified of this guy because every city in LA County had a Richard Ramirez Night Stalker victim. It was a trip.
Jesus. Yeah, that would be terrifying. What do you think it is? What do you think it is with like our fascination in serial killers? Because I'm always watching shit like that. And I wonder what that is mentally. Is that like a animalistic thing with us? Or is it,
I don't know.
because I don't want to do that.
No,
But I'm just like
here's what it is.
fascinated.
Here's what it is. You're like, how can someone, first of all, murder somebody,
Yeah.
then go do it again,
Mhm.
and then again, and then again, and then
That's
again?
true.
And then, it's like, what's in their
And the
brain?
mental.
Apparently,
yeah.
this guy had multiple victims in one night sometimes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he was just, you know, walking into people's houses and fucking
God.
jacking.
And my search history is all shit like that, you know?
Yep. He
It's
got
just-
off on fear too. That's what it was. One of the
Mhm.
victims that survived, he was pointing a gun at her and she didn't know he was there. And he hit the top. He was in her garage and he hit the top of her car so that she would look up because he wanted to see the look in her eyes before he shot her.
Jesus.
Mhm.
My God. Oy, well, I'll definitely watch
These are
that.
fun stories.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a funny story.
Dude, I'm addicted to this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
It happens. Detective Jason. It's called research.
mhm.
It
I'm
must just
researching.
look like a goth girl's front page for you, you know, with that. It's just with those algorithms. It's
I
just
know,
like
man.
murder, and then like
And then
big mouth.
comedy. Murder, comedy, murder.
Well, shit. I mean, I'm definitely going to watch that today.
It's so good, dude. It's because I'm fascinated by it because I grew up here during that time.
That's true.
I remember when that was happening. And then there was all these stupid rumors were like, okay, so he's been targeting yellow houses next to freeways. Like, you know how people just start
Yeah.
fucking snowballing with their, and the house 2 houses down from me was yellow right next to the 405 freeway. So we're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, he's coming. I was ready for him though. I had my sawed off 12 gauge ready under the bed.
Sawed off. Shit.
Why you fuck around?
Fucking
I was
Detective Stallone. It fucking
Did you
blows up
see
in your
that?
hands. Ow, ow.
Ow, 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 ow. Change the subject. Did you see the picture of Brent with his Roomba? The little.
You
illustration?
know what? I did just see that.
I was waiting for that one. I was so happy when I saw that.
Man, I need to meet someone, I think, because it's just too much alone time for too long this year. And then just honestly, I'm on those apps and I am matching with girls and I'm hitting them up. And then about 2 sentences in, I'm just done. I just go, it's like, now then, like, what do? We wear masks and take a walk? Like, what the fuck do
Right.
I do?
Also, they're probably like, this guy's so boring.
Honestly, I know how boring I am. All the excitement or charm I tried to have in the past,
Mhm.
now it's just like, so how's your day? Like,
Right.
and it's just like, even
You
when I
got-
send it, I go, oh, you fucking suck.
You got
Like-
some competition, Brent. Did you hear the thing about Armie Hammer?
What?
Oh yeah, this is so funny.
So Armie Hammer, he just quit his latest movie because he didn't think he should leave his wife and kids. Well, he got outed for some shit, which, by the way, it's easy to fake this, but it was from his verified account.
Yeah.
He's DMing women the craziest shit. I want to rip your beating heart out and hold it in my hand. I want to drink your blood.
I can't see him doing that. Really?
Oh, really?
Mine are
can't-
good. Mine are funny. There's I DM
yeah.
these women and they're
Here-
funny.
Here's the thing about the Armie Hammer thing. You guys know that I've just been recently hacked on
Yeah.
Twitter,
That's true.
but I was fortunate that the person that hacked my Twitter turned it into a different account.
Yeah.
That Asian girl. They could have easily just kept it as me
Mhm.
and then started DMing people crazy shit. And then because it's a verified account, people are automatic, because of this day and age we're living in,
Yeah.
people are automatically going to believe, oh, that's real. That's him.
Yeah.
But obviously it's not. That's why I think that he 100% got hacked.
Is that what he's saying?
Well, yeah, he's saying it's bullshit. Immediately said it too, by the way.
Yeah.
But they also hacked the person who hacked him. And there's a conversation with her saying, basically, yeah, this is me. And people thought it was him. Apparently.
Oh.
Wait,
oh,
so
okay.
Then of course,
It was
but then of
confirmed. Yeah.
course with this bullshit cancel culture that we have to deal with, there are people coming forward going, I can see him doing that. I dated him for a long time and he's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, the guy's got kids, you know? But so you gotta step up your game, Brent. Start talking about cannibalism. Maybe
Yeah, maybe I
they'll
used to
step
be
up.
better at and funnier at it and doing it. I did an interview and I'm just open about it. How is he supposed to date? And this is pre-pandemic. Like,
Mhm.
what am I supposed to go bar hopping and just try to talk to strangers and girls? Like, we
Right.
work all the time. So it's a lot easier just to get on and say hi, to some
Right.
girl, and hopefully it works. And to be honest, it has. I've had great dates with girls that I'm still friends with that were just from Instagram.
right.
Like, what's the difference between that and Tinder and Bumble? It's the same. It's just a virtual bar. Like,
Right.
that's what it is. I mean, yes, don't write, I want your bleeding heart in my lips, like, that's weird shit. I've also been at bars here and guys say really creepy shit to girls. So, or grabbing girls' arms. And I'm like, hey, dude, this is a little,
blood.
yeah.
Blood.
Just send the emoji of that, a bitmoji of
But
the
also,
bleeding
what
heart.
a weird fetish that's where you go.
That would be weird.
I need
That
to
would be
drink
weird.
your blood. I need it.
Yeah, everyone's
met-
he's like a cannibal. That's what everyone's saying.
I met him the first time? It was the first time I ever did Conan. He was on the show.
Mm.
And he was with his wife. Him and his wife got divorced like a couple years ago, but that
I wonder if
woman
he
he
tried
was
drinking her blood or eating her heart.
yeah, that's possible. I mean, he did grab my crotch and say, good meat. And I don't know what that meant. But
Whoa.
no, but he was the nicest dude. And the woman that he was with, he'd been dating for like 10 years. and he just gotten famous. So I don't know how many girls he's dating that he's saying I would do creepy shit like that.
Oh, dude.
You can never win out there. You can't win on the internet. So
Right.
what's it matter? Just make sure the stuff you write is hilarious.
Listen to this text. Ready? Oh my God. That just made me so hard, and it makes me confused as to why. Is that even possible? So hard. Thinking of holding your heart in my hand and controlling when it beats. I am 100% a cannibal. I want to eat you. Fuck, that's scary to admit. I've never admitted that before. I've cut the heart out of a living animal before and eaten it while still warm.
Well, you know, I know that's not real, but there are serial killers that look like that.
This one kills me. The girl's on board for a minute. She's
on board.
You're my angel. This is him. This is Armie Hammer. Supposedly. It is from his verified account. I'm looking right at it.
Yeah.
You're my angel. You're made to save me. You're mine. You hear me? Say it now. And then the girl responds, I'm yours. I belong to you. On board.
Wow.
Then he says, say that you're mine. Mine. I own you now. I own you now. I'll own you forever. And then she said, still on board, I do. I am yours, daddy. Good girl. Your body is so fucking perfect and it's mine and I'm into it. And I'm into you. Then it gets weird. Here we go.
Then
I need your blood. I crave it. Will you give it to me tomorrow? Don't forget that you're mine. Then she goes, that topic, ... Once again, it's very intense.
Wow.
And then he says, I'm intense. I need your blood. I want you to feed me with it.
Oh God.
Whoa, dude.
I mean,
First
that
of all,
seems like a hack, but it's creative.
It's 100% a hack. And
It's a
here's why
creative hack.
Here's why it's a hack. He is very, very famous.
Oh yeah.
If you think that you're going to DM somebody on social media that kind of shit and it ain't going to get out, you're a moron. And he's not a moron. He's not stupid.
Yeah.
That's 100% a hack. And you can't tell me it's not, because I've been hacked and I'm not famous.
Yeah.
And I really believe that my account was hacked simply because it's a verified account.
I can confess, I've written girls, I am Charlie Brown. You are my Snoopy. I own you. You are my pet. You sleep on top of the roof. You never get to sleep inside. Dance. Snoopy dance for me. I mean, that's fine, right? I'm sad. I'm depressed. I have a big head. I'm Charlie Brown. Say it. Call me Charlie Brown. That's
Listen,
right. And you're Snoopy.
This topic is a little intense, Charlie.
Yeah, well, Snoopy doesn't talk, does he? Snoopy just lays on the roof in the winter. That's you. You're Snoopy. That's not weird, right, guys?
No, man. Bring in your friend. We'll call her Woodstock.
Yeah. And then let's beat the shit out of what's her name? Fuck. Lucy.
Yeah. The one that moves the ball?
Yeah.
That bitch, by the way, did it every time.
Yeah. Your friends are a bunch of Lucys. You're my Snoopy.
And these days, Lucy will move the ball, the guy will fall, move the ball, the guy will fall. But if one day, these days, Charlie Brown got him one, bitch, stop fucking moving the ball, you fucking bitch. Everybody would be like, whoa,
dude.
Charlie Brown. Don't. And then Charlie would get canceled. And
Yeah.
the ball moving bitch wouldn't.
Ball moving bitch. Just called Lucy the ball moving bitch.
She is, man.
Oh, she had, you know what it was? Nobody really talked to her. She needed a real friend, just like Charlie.
Yeah, Peppermint Patty had his back.
Yeah, Charlie was a depressed fuck.
You know that I didn't know that Peppermint Patty was a girl until I got a little older.
Really?
Yeah, I thought she was a little dude. But these days, doesn't matter.
What if you did find out I really was writing girls that? Who's my Snoopy?
Oh, God, I would love it.
I mean, that would be kind of like silly Brent Morin, comedian and silly man.
Silly man. He's a silly boy.
I was silly horny. I'm apologize.
Sometimes all the way up until his conviction.
Yes. How do you plead? Silly, Your Honor. I can plead silly, just silly.
Oh my God.
You're
My
my
client
Snoopy.
pleads silly, sir.
he'd like to serve hilarious time, and
He
then
was
just
being
be in
a
a ball
silly
pit for
little
a year.
bitch. God damn, that's crazy. But
Oh,
yeah, that's
yeah,
what I've been doing with my time, brothers.
That's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't explored any of that.
Also, you know who else got canceled? Got
Who?
another cancel.
Who?
Will, what were we talking about? Here's what else you need to know today. I'm Michael Barbaro.
He's getting canceled?
Dude, they apparently I can't remember the caliphate or something like that. They did a whole special episodes on this caliphate thing that's something to do with like terrorism or something. I'm not sure what it is. I haven't done my homework on it, but came out that the person that they were interviewing through those special interviews was full of shit. And then it turned, which was not nobody's fault. But when they found out he was full of shit, they just said, we've gone too far. Let's just finish the series.
Oh,
And
wow.
they put it out there knowing it wasn't real.
Hmm.
So
Ah.
KCRW has dropped them, and a bunch, and like 20 something other carriers, but they're still on Spotify, still on Apple Pod. But yeah.
Wow.
Like the
They got
podcast
canceled.
itself is getting, like the daily's getting dropped from all those different places.
Yeah, let me see
That's
if I
like
can find
literally the biggest podcast in the world. That's bananas.
right.
It's that big of a deal.
I guess KCRW has described KCRW has decided to cease airing the Daily from New York Times. We have concerns about how the Times has handled the aftermath of the erroneous reporting in its audio series Caliphate, which was featured on the Daily, and what this revealed about practices in their audios with their audio team.
The hell's
I guess-
KCRW?
KCRW.
Just like the radio
KCRW
station?
sounds like an AM radio station,
Oh,
but
it's
KCRW I believe it's like a platform like Spotify, but it's kind of like an NPR type of thing.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, if he's still on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, then shit ain't changing for him.
I just love that they had an episode come out today and no one's talking about it. I'm Michael Barbaro, and I was full of shit for maybe 5 episodes, but now I'm back, and here's what you need.
Jay, we should talk about getting back out there and doing live shows again.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited, but I really am starting to think like what to talk about. Like I'm getting some tweets. Thank you for some people that already bought tickets too.
Oh, great.
But
Well,
they're saying can't wait to hear the new material. I'm
yes,
like,
they were you guys are going to be too.
yeah, well, I was getting there. Well,
my-
can I
my
talk
bad.
to you on a private box? Listen,
I would
I'm
love it if
Charlie
Will's
Brown.
head appeared in your box. Oh God.
Ah, Christ. Addison Improv in Dallas, Texas, or I guess Addison, Texas.
Dallas Fort Worth area.
Yeah, Fort Worth area, and we're going there next weekend. That one came up quick, and then
Yep.
the weekend after that, we're going to be in Kansas City, and that's called the Kansas City Comedy Club, right?
The Comedy Club of Kansas City.
Comedy Club of Kansas City, because
And
last
it
time I
is
said
in-
Helium.
Yeah, Kansas City, Missouri. The Comedy Club of Kansas City in Kansas City, Missouri, and that's the following week. Which the
Yeah.
dates are? What are the dates again?
That is the 28th, I believe, to the 31st, and
Yep.
then 22nd to the 25th, I think, or
22,
24th.
23, 24. Yeah,
Yeah,
we will be at the Addison Improv in Addison, Texas.
I got nothing. I'm thinking
Tickets
like
available.
people are anticipating like this whole new hour, but I'm like, as if we've been working for a year.
Dude, it's
but
gonna
I'm
be
like,
fun.
it's gonna be fun. I'm
We're
kind
gonna
of excited.
discover some shit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with the Old Faithfuls because I'm gonna make it extremely hard for you.
Yeah, please.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw in my stuff in there, but I'm probably gonna talk about.
Got to talk about something.
Yeah, definitely not gonna talk about politics, but
Mhm.
I'll talk about the quarantine and shit like that and how.
Oh, yeah,
dealing
'cause
with it.
where we are.
Yeah. But
I'm excited to see what I got. I tried to like think of some other shit yesterday because we don't have the store anymore or like the improv to just go and work shit out. And so I
You
actually
gotta-
like, tried to pen and paper it. And I really
what's
was
gonna
like, oh, this isn't going to work.
Brent, you know what's gonna crush is the confessions because you're so tired working out.
Oh, yeah.
That fucking is gonna crush. That's gonna crush.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. I think I can't wait. please come. You know, it is a risk for us to
Yeah.
do it, but we have to work. I mean, just
The
like everybody
links-
in this country has to work.
The ticket
So-
links will be in the description of this episode.
Yeah.
So
And who knows? Maybe murder will be talked about. You know, we might get into some other shit. We want to see some of the Pride members out there too. I really want to figure that out.
Also, don't forget February. What is it, Will? February
12th and 13th.
February 12th and 13th. I'll be at Stir Crazy Comedy Club in Arizona, Glendale, Arizona, near
Cool.
Phoenix, and Will be there with me.
It's going to
on
be
that
so
show.
interesting.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see if we come back COVID free. I think
we're gonna have to quarantine. I
Yeah.
feel like people aren't liking the fact that we're not in the studio, not in the Lion's Den.
Yeah.
But
We're going to
trying.
change that a little bit though on the road. If we're in a hotel room, the goal
Yeah.
is, you know, I might bring a camera and then figure out a way to do that. So at least we could set it up there
Yeah,
and have it in that regard, because I agree. Like it's a lot more fun in person, but
right.
you know, we're just trying to do the right thing for you guys.
What's hilarious is that Brent and I are going to be doing the podcast from the road. The two guys that know the least about the technology and
Oh,
how
yeah.
these things are made.
It's gonna be a lot of cutout audio, and then it's gonna be up way too fucking high. The game's just gonna be blah 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 blah. Blah. Yeah, first show was good,
Oh,
but
man.
I couldn't be more amped to try to go out there and do stand up again. But it is weird not doing it for as long, because we're used to doing 30, 40 shows a month,
right.
and then to not do it for, I did 3 shows basically last year, and
Mhm.
now to go back out, it's just I know I'm gonna figure it out. But my
It'll-
point is, it's a fun thing for an audience member to come watch, because you're
Yeah,
going to
come
see
watch
a
us.
different version of us for a little bit, guaranteed.
Trying to figure it out is what would I say. Come
Yeah.
watch us try to figure this out.
Yeah,
I'm excited, man.
Me too.
It's going to be, the time away from stage is going to be boring as shit because we can't really do anything, but
yeah,
we'll bring these kids along with us.
yeah. And so, I mean, if you've come to see us before, Kansas City, Missouri, I've never played. Maybe I think you played it once before, maybe, but
Years ago, like 8 years ago or something.
so I'm curious to see you guys out there, man, because that one is going to be. I think both are going to be fun. And
I'm looking forward to
Addison's always
barbecue,
great.
Brent.
Yeah, they both have
Barbecue,
it too,
baby.
though. We got to really
Mm.
flush out our systems before we go. We don't feel like big cows up there.
Swiss
you know?
Chris. We got to Swiss Chris that shit.
Yeah, Swiss Chris, and then not shit our pants on stage.
There you go.
Be my new closer.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Plap, plap.
Blah, 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 blah.
But it'll be
All
fun
right,
to be
so-
out there again. But we're just trying to promote it as much as possible. Because it's half capacity, so tickets will go quick. So you gotta get those ticks so
That's
you
right,
can
it's
watch
the
us
good-
try.
I love that little club too.
Yeah,
It's one of my favorites out there.
it's gonna be interesting. You
We'll
know,
see. We shall see. If
Have the
it
crowd double the
isn't
risk.
Good. We apologize ahead of time.
we'll find it. We always
Yeah, we
do.
will.
It's just gonna be interesting.
But
I think
get
it'll
out
be very
there.
enjoyable. Yeah.
Come see us. I mean, oh,
I'm sorry if we don't do a meet and greet. You
we
know?
want y'all to live.
Yeah. That's true. Don't
I'm
trust
gonna do
us.
my whole set with a mask on,
Oh my God. What if you do and it kills and you have to do that for the rest of your life?
but I'm gonna get a mask. Yeah, right. I'm gonna get a mask that has my face silk screened onto it, so it looks like I'm not wearing a mask. But I want it to be like this the whole time.
I do want to get new masks. If anybody knows where to get masks, let me know. Like a
Store,
different
there's a
type.
store.
Yeah, mostly a lot of anywhere really.
Hopefully at the
No, I don't
store.
think they sell them anywhere. I'm just sick of mine. I can't stand me. So
It's
it's just
amazing.
me.
It's
that I'm
amazing
breathing.
seeing everybody get on that fucking hustle of making masks and shit. Now,
Yeah.
dude, Petco. When I go get my dog's food, they have masks
For dogs?
with like no for us, but
Oh.
it has like little dog snout on it.
Oh
And-
boy.
Masks for dogs.
Put the dog on. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I know,
put a mask on.
dogs.
Bugsy.
Little-
Jack's already wearing a diaper. I can't put a mask on him.
Well, it could be. You could have a germaphobe dog. You know, like the Howard
Oh my
Hughes of
God.
dogs and shit.
That'd be me if I was a dog.
Oh, I missed that dog.
There's Jack. You guys usually see Bugsy, but here's the old. This is the king of the castle right here. Here's my little Jackaroni. Look at him. He has no idea what's going on.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, I love you, buddy. You want to jump out real quick?
Yeah.
Jump out.
Yeah, and then jump back in.
Cool.
All right. 2020 has been the year of things happening that are completely out of your control. But do you know what you can control?
What is that?
Shaving your bush.
I knew
And
that.
our sponsors, Manscaped, are here to remind you to do so.
That's right.
Brent, when's the last time you did it?
It's funny you bring that up. It was yesterday, actually, at about 1 p.m. in the Valley Heat. I had yacht rock on. I was naked in my backyard, painted soft, started shaving away. Totally forgot I had neighbors with second stories. I'm pretty sure some of them saw me. And that's not the point of the story. The point is, it's a lot of fun. You don't nick anything. It's shocking. It has an LED light as well. So sometimes at night, seeing that I don't have a loved one and I'm by myself in a quarantine, I like to turn the lights off and play Let's Find the Penis. And look, I have my hobbies, you have yours. And I'm a hopeless romantic.
Oh, my
See,
God.
the reason I use Manscaped is because you can't give up hope, all my hopeless romantics out there. So you have to be prepared for the possibility that even in quarantine you could find love, and you want to be prepared and not look nuts like puffins.
And you too can be prepared. Our listeners get an extra 20% off plus free shipping if you use promo code LION. That's promo code LION at manscaped.com for an extra 20% off plus free shipping. Do it now.
Yeah, it's
Get
perfect.
weird.
Get weird. Or just get soft down there. Soft down there.
We're back.
Oh, wow. Look at that neck.
Yeah. What are you talking about, dude?
Ow.
Hurt yourself?
Yeah.
I'm pretty agile and limber.
Ugh.
Do we have
Jerking off.
do we have emails?
We
Yeah.
got a bunch of emails.
Ooh.
This is the first one here is from, this is an older email from Christmas, and I figured we should read it because I don't know if we've heard from her before. but-
Christmas?
yeah.
It's kind of a cool name.
Wait. Her name is Christmas or it's from Christmas?
No, it's from Christmas.
Oh.
Actually, the way I said that makes sense.
No, I was
My
gonna say,
bad.
that's a dope ass name.
Yeah, Christmas. It's
That
a
was
cocky
Lloyd.
name.
That was Lloyd's name. That was Jim
Oh,
Carrey's
yeah.
character's last name in Dumb and Dumber. Lloyd Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
So she says, hello, Lion's Den gentlemen. Whereas I miss the 2 pods a week, I'm so happy y'all are working and performing. Keeping my fingers crossed the pilot gets picked out, Brent.
Oh, yes.
I'm 100% in with Will on Christmas music. I started playing, which I think I was just shitting on it because I worked somewhere that had Christmas music, I think. I started playing the viola, basically a bigger violin, as a little kid, which meant every December we had a Christmas recital. We'd have to practice the songs 3 months in advance. Fast forward to high school, not only are we rehearsing the same songs for 3 months, we did a local tour of the elementary schools where we would do about 10 shows just playing the same thing over and over. In college, still doing Christmas concerts, but now working at Old Navy. Back in the day, Old Navy would get one 90-minute CD that would play for the whole month.
On a loop.
Yeah. The
Wow.
holiday generally came at the beginning of November and played through the 1st of January. Each year it kept arriving earlier and earlier until eventually it arrived in September and played through the new year on repeat.
Fuck that.
Oh, my God.
Damn.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jing jingle, jingle bell, jingle bell, jing jingle.
Where are your cargo pants?
Yeah, right.
That's Old Navy.
So many bells, too many bells, so many bells. Yeah, where are your
Where are
your
your-
basic tees?
Where are your shirts that never really fit? Those ones? Oh, everywhere. And those rugby shirts that were in for 5 minutes. I know you have a shit ton of those still.
Rugby. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
I think this shirt's going to get me a girl that looks just okay. Old Navy. Why was she doing Christmas concerts all the way into college? She must have tried to pursue it, or was she get like forceful parents?
I think maybe she was just they just did this Christmas songs around Christmas, I think.
I do remember as a kid in elementary school being excited that the high school kids were coming to perform. I always
Really?
thought they were just amazing musicians. I remember this kid on I don't know why I have this vivid memory of watching them perform at our elementary school, and I thought the dude playing drums was so dope. I mean, he was just like jingle bell.
That's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
I got kicked out of band when you had to like forcefully pick an instrument, you know, when you're in elementary school.
Mhm.
And I got kicked out because I picked percussion. And it was the fucking worst thing to carry to school because it was this giant like Ziploc the size of this piano bag. And it was because a friend convinced me
Wait,
to,
what was in the bag?
it was like those percussion pads and shit, you know, like that you set
Oh.
up and you have to bring your sticks. And I always forgot it. and everybody would be like on the bus with their tubas and shit. And I go, oh fuck, I forgot it again. They're like, how do you forget? It's the biggest thing. Like I couldn't sit with the cool kids in the back anymore. They're like, nah, not that fucking bag, dude. You got to go to the
that's
front.
So funny.
So I just wasn't bringing it ever. And it's because my friend convinced me not to try saxophone, only because he wanted to be alone with like the girls in there. Cause like all the cool guys tried to play sax, and then
Right.
I'm sitting there with me and some weird looking kid going tit 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 tit. It's like, Brent, thumbs out. I'm like, oh, tit 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 tit
Thumbs
tit.
out.
And then he was like, where's your pad, Brent? And I go, I forgot it. And I was like, how do you keep forgetting this thing? It's humongous. And I was like, I don't know. So they kicked me out. I was the only one kicked out too, because it was mandatory. And the idea was that it was a recital and everybody played. And I was the only one that had to watch because they wouldn't even let me in. And by the way, this is basic drums. You know, I don't have to really learn anything. It's just cymbal. They wouldn't give me a cymbal, you know, just for that. I couldn't do that. Yeah.
That move. That cymbal players have that one big part in the song where they just go.
Yeah. It goes 3, 2, fucking
When I
3,
think
2,
of
1.
when I think of percussions, I think of like when I was in elementary school again. You know, we would have special days where you got to do music.
Yeah.
And then they're Jason, what do you want to do? And I wanted to do percussions because I was thinking drums.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. And they gave me 2 blocks of wood with sandpaper on them. So it was just that.
Yeah.
And I was just this kid. I'm gonna fucking play the drums. You know? I was thinking of like.
Yeah. Yeah. You thought about that kid in
and the
high
stick.
school. Yeah.
But I was just going.
No, they trick you with percussion. You get the fucking stick and that stupid thing that looks like a fish, and you go, zh, 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 and you're like, what is this? Is this the
thing that
fucking
looks like a-
Jungle Book?
Dude,
Why
the
am I
thing
doing
that looks
this?
like a fish kills me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's the sound.
yeah.
Brent, you're off. Brent, you're off pace. I'm like, I fucking hate this class. I hate all this. And then, you know, I joined the band Hanson, and the rest is history. We
And
remember
then
that.
bop.
Yep, that was me. People don't
Did
know
you ever
that.
play it? You know how to play guitar, right? Will?
Yeah.
Did you play it in band or anything in school?
No, I wasn't a fucking nerd.
I mean,
But you were though, dude.
A little bit, yeah. No, I didn't
oh
do
man.
shit. I never understood some of the instruments that people chose to play. Like, who chooses to play the tuba? Like, who's like, yeah, I want to carry around this fucking giant
Yeah,
all
that's what I was
day,
gonna say.
bumping into shit. Oh, sorry,
Tuba
I know
in the
it'd be cool to play
orchestra.
the guitar, but I'm gonna play
Right.
the fart horn instead.
Tuba player in the orchestra is one thing, but in the marching band,
Yeah.
at least in the orchestra, you get to sit down and just go boom, 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 whatever the fuck they play. But dude, marching around with that thing, I always pictured some guy's face coming out of the fucking cone, like,
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah, this isn't a New Orleans parade. You know, that's the only time it's like somewhat cool. I mean, in high school, it's just, oh man. And you kept up with it. Well, I have to get into college. I'm like, oh
Right.
man, it's over, dude. You got to get an electric guitar like Brent and not play for anyone. That's what you do in high school.
Oh fuck. How did you learn to play the guitar, Will?
I took lessons. I mean, my mom pushed it because she's a musician, so it was easy. It was an easy
Yeah.
transition.
Hit his hands with
Mom,
rulers.
Your mom's slapping the bass.
She does big time.
Yeah.
Not high too. It's this high.
Oh, dude, always.
Jab it out, dude.
Mm-hmm. I used to get so. Does your mom play the bass with a pick?
Nope.
Thank God. She
Who does
fingers
that?
it, she plucks it, and thumps it.
Yeah,
right?
well, don't say she fingers it, but yeah, she plucks
She
it.
fingers her bass,
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Nice.
and then right.
I want you to be my bass, and I'm gonna finger you. You're my bass. More silly, weird messages from Brent Morin and Armie Hammer
Brent-
come out.
From Brent Weirdo Morgan and Armie Hannibal Lecter Hammer.
Pluck that bass, you bitch. You're Snoopy. Stop.
I'm gonna
Oy.
eat your beating dog Snoopy heart
Yeah.
and watch
Bite
you
that
bleed.
nose. Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm taking those ears.
That's a good email. Who's that from?
That was from Maria.
Maria. You got another
All
one?
right, next we got another one here from Jessica from Louisville.
Ooh,
Louisville.
Louisville.
Oh.
Louisville.
Hey guys, I'm a huge fan, and I must say I listen to tons of podcasts, and yours is my top 5. I think I thought of the ultimate would you rather when I woke up this morning, and immediately thought I got to get this to you guys. And remember, this is the first thought I had upon waking up this morning. Would you rather be struck and not be able to move upon opening your eyes every morning and feel a spider about the size of a dime crawl out of your mouth across your cheek? You can see the spider out of the corner of your eye and across your pillow until it's off your bed. Then you can move again every single morning. Or
I think Armie Hammer texted her that.
Yeah, Jesus.
Sincerely, Armie Hammer. Or once a year, and you don't know when, have a bunch of baby spiders hatch and come out of your urethra.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a horrible one.
Both
Because
bad.
it's good. Oh God, urethra. Once a year though?
Yeah, as if that makes it better. But yeah.
But you don't know when. I was gonna say you can prepare with some drugs or something.
Yeah,
Get high
fucking-
as shit.
That's when I'd be doing heroin. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
I
Right.
can't go to the party. Why? A bunch of baby spiders are gonna come out of my dick hole tomorrow.
I mean, yeah. How you gonna be on a date? I'm trying
Dude,
to
what are you doing
redate out
this
there.
weekend? Can't do it this weekend, dude.
No,
Oh,
just-
your buddy's like, oh, spider dick hole thing happening. That's right. It's that.
Yeah, it's a
Happy
whole
New
thing.
Year.
It's okay though. Yeah, I get ice cream.
I can just picture it. Oh,
Oh, so high.
No, I don't know, man.
Faster.
every morning. The other thing was very detailed, by the way.
Yeah, it was a lot she threw in that. That was a hell of a sentence.
It's basically we can't open our eyes and get up, but we have to see out of the corner of our eyes of a spider coming out of our mouth and over our face
I think
every morning.
I think it's like you can't move until the spider leaves after your face. It
I like that
crawls
she
on
said
your
you got
face, and then
struck.
goes off your face. Then you can be like, okay, I'm gonna start my day.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
both are going to be real hard
have an
for
answer
any
for that one.
relationship you're in. You
Yeah,
know,
anything involving my urethra is a little. Maybe I'll do the first one.
It's a fair
That-
thing off limits.
Yeah.
I
Stay
mean,
away
it-
from my. Hey, spiders, stay away from my dick. Okay.
I know. I got bit by the penis during quarantine. You know, and
Right.
and I'm like, that's scary. But also, if you're like, you meet a woman you think you love, you know, I've been single for a while, and you have that pillow talk in the morning, and you're like, hello, and then you're like, hi. She's just like,
Or
what the fuck?
or you fall in love,
Yeah.
and it happens to be the time of year that the other thing didn't happen yet, and you have to have to sit down with her. Listen, I hope this isn't a deal breaker, but around May 3rd,
Listen,
a bunch of spiders are gonna just come jumping out of my dick.
we all have our things. You know, I don't like how you have driving gloves because of germs, but I deal with it. I deal with it because I love you, and I think we have to love imperfections.
Mhm.
I have something I need to tell you. Once a year, only once a year,
Mhm.
a bunch of baby spiders are going to come out of my penis. And I know it seems funny because I'm a comedian, but I'm dead serious. It will happen. It's a terrifying experience. They're easy to kill. Once they're out of the penis, they're easy to kill. So we don't have to worry about a spider problem. It's just a spider situation. So what do you so are you in, or what's don't cry. Don't cry.
That's the deal breaker. Damn.
Yeah, that's a good would you rather though, because it's really hard to answer either one.
Right.
Yeah. And she says, I personally would prefer the spider every morning. I feel like the repetition, you get used to it, and not knowing when could be a really awkward situation. Oh, so you don't know when the spiders are going to come out of your urethra.
Right.
I'm dying to hear what you guys think about this morbid and strange would you rather that my brain concocted in my sleep. Thank
Boy.
you guys so much for the much needed laughs, Jessica.
I think
Where
I
are you-
agree with the first one.
Yeah, same. Where are these penis spiders from? Is this like a South American thing? I don't know.
Ugh.
It sounds like
Ah.
penis spiders would definitely be in Australia, New Zealand, maybe.
And also a band
Oh.
name. Let's be honest.
Just,
Peanut
you know-
Spider is a pretty great band name.
You're on a fucking red carpet or something, like Mr. Morin over here. Oh no.
Oh shit!
Not now.
I mean, so many places that would go so wrong.
She's right. If you can't predict when it's going to happen, the first one's best, definitely better.
You can't plan for. Imagine masturbating like that, and you
All the
don't
time.
know when it's going to happen. So now you're just looking at your penis, because I look at mine, and you just kind of look, and you're going, "Oh, come on, D semen." Don't be spiders today.
Please become. Please become. Please become.
Please become. Please. It's not come. It's not come. You have to wipe them off your balls. To my asshole. What are you doing in here?
Oh God. Okay, that's enough spiders. Jeez.
Yeah.
I have the worst dreams tonight.
Yeah, the first one, because that one I just have to. You'll deal with somehow.
Yeah. So we got some misheard lyrics here.
Oh fuck yeah.
This is from Amilcar. We've heard from him plenty of times.
Yep.
Hey guys, just wanted to chime in on my own misheard lyric. So I recently watched American Horror Story 1984, and they have a lot of old pop culture references going on. Anyways, towards the end of the season, they have the band Kajagoogoo in the episode, and everyone wants them to play that song. Obviously, the song plays, and I'm singing my little heart out. Next thing I know, my partner goes, "Wait, say that again." I was singing "Too shy, hush hush, why oh why," when the lyric is "eye to eye."
Eye to eye. Hush hush, I, hush hush, eye to eye. You're too shy. Yeah, that's Kajagoogoo.
Again, I'm so glad that we have
Not
this-
the anti-Semitic thing you said, Will.
I don't know what that band is. I'm so glad you're correct about what the fuck I'm talking about.
Hush hush, eye to eye. I never knew what that song said.
Wow.
You're
I love-
too shy. Hush hush, eye to eye. What? First of all, Kajagoogoo.
I know.
I mean, bro, what is that fucking band? Kajagoogoo?
Change it.
But that's so
Yeah.
80s.
Well, it's better than what Will said when he said Kaja Juju.
Yeah.
So that was
Unknown comedian gets canceled for Jew remark.
Kaka poo poo.
wow.
Does he have more? Please tell me he has more.
No, that was it. We have another misheard lyric here from Lindsay. This is about the Beatles.
Oh, cool.
Hey guys, another misheard lyric here. I grew up listening to oldies and the Beatles song Paperback Writer. Yeah, I thought it was Take the Back Right Turn. I sung it proudly. What does that mean?
Take the back right turn.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I can see that one though. Sing that one again, Jay. That was good.
Take the back right turn.
It's like a
Take the
fucking
back-
charming
Back right. Take the back
GPS.
right turn. Take the back right turn.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah, and then we actually have a third one. So let's just do this one. Also.
Cool.
It's from first time. This is from a first time, long time. His name's Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Hey guys, first I want to thank you in a bit more of a personal matter for giving my podcast, The Far End of the Bench, a shout out when I left you all a review back in September, I believe. Anyways, I digress. As someone who has listened to your podcast since the first day I heard you, you were starting one together on About Last Night. Watching how you guys have gotten more comfortable gives an aspiring podcaster like myself motivation to keep moving forward, and things will start to happen.
Yep.
Okay. Now to the point of this email, I misheard the lyrics segment has become some of my favorite moments because I am known as both the encyclopedia of song lyrics, but I have my fair share of misheard nonsense to great songs. Pour some sugar on me. Instead of living like a lover with a radar phone, I would sing living like a lover with a red iPhone.
Living like a brother with a red iPhone. Pour some sugar on me.
And he said, even though the song came out well before they existed.
Yeah, it's like, wow, what genius futuristic band.
Right.
Time travelers.
And the red iPhone. 'Cause
Yeah.
some of the proceeds to that go to like some charity.
Yeah, to the red one.
Mm-hmm.
And then
With a red iPhone.
I also thought at the beginning of Crazy Train, Ozzy yelled out, "Early bird, ha ha ha." I was 23 and my family corrected me to all aboard.
Early bird. That's so funny.
And
It was just like because Ozzy was such a punctual morning person.
Yeah, right. Early bird, dude.
That's amazing.
And he says, thank you guys so much for bringing much needed laughter to each week. And like I said, once things start to open, my co-host, Nico, and I will be at your first shows for Comedy Works South. Proud listener, Jimmy.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful. Comedy Works South. Is that the one?
In Denver, I believe.
It's not the downtown one. That's the south one.
Downtown and then the south one.
Mm,
But they're pretty
go
close,
back.
like 10 minutes away from each other.
And
We're probably going to go there soon. Apparently, these gigs are coming in, so that's good.
Yeah, I got to do something,
Dude,
Keep
I
the
love
Roomba happy. Keep the Roomba alive.
Early bird. You know what? Here's my advice: record, document every single moment, every moment. I mean, it's funny that we got this email today because my mom, right before we recorded this episode, sent me an old picture that she found of me holding Jonathan right after he was born. Literally, the picture is me sitting in the chair. Elaine's in the hospital bed, and I'm looking down at the baby. And the fact that my mom got that moment, I'm so fucking happy. So yeah, you want to just document everything, capture every single moment, even if it seems excessive. Always remember the thing that's happening with that little guy or girl right now, it's the last time it's going to happen. That moment is going to be gone. That moment's going to be gone the next moment. So record as much as you can, document all of it, because all of it's wonderful. All of it's amazing. All of it.
Oh,
That's my
kind of
advice.
great.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's really good advice.
Yeah, that was sweet.
And
That
then
was good too. Out of the Snoopy, Charlie Brown to the Cumming Spiders to, we're all over the place in a good way. And then we end, I think, on a sweet moment.
Wouldn't have it any other way in the Lions Den. Wouldn't have it
The most Lions Den episode.
All right, cool.
And
That's a good
serial
one to end
killers.
on. I think that's a good one to end on. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I do too. That was sweet.
Awesome. Well, guys, thanks again for listening. We promise we will be back. We will be back together in the Lions Den very soon. Don't forget, Brent and I are going to be in Dallas, Fort Worth area at the Addison Improv, 22nd, 3rd, and 4th. We're also going to be at the Comedy Club of Kansas City, Missouri, and that would be, what are the dates, Brent?
That is 28th to the 31st, I believe.
Right, and then Bill Burkart and myself will be at the. Where are we going to be? Stir Crazy. We're going to be at Stir Crazy Comedy Club in February 13th and
12th and 13th. Friday, Saturday.
Stir Crazy Comedy in Arizona, February 12th and 13th. Me and Will, Brent and I, and Addison, Brent and I, and Kansas City Mo. Come see us, guys, and don't forget, subscribe. Tell your friends about the podcast.
And then
Please,
two other quick things. So again, ticket links will be in all the descriptions. You can just get tickets there, send them to your friends, have them go. And also Patreon members, if you're a Mufasa, the highest level, if you live in those cities, again, you plus one can get free tickets. Just hit us up if you're one of those people, whether it's DM our Instagram, message on Patreon. We'll email us, we'll find it, we'll make sure it happens.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And the sooner you do it, the better, because it could sell out.
Yeah.
So just let us know, because then we're really not doing our job. All right.
Beautiful. Awesome, guys.
Sweet.
All right. I guess we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. We.
Yeah, cute.
We are friends, digging each other.